It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first down again at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
The Ravens take over first down again at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because
I got to get it back.
Now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game.
That's your last one of them. Don't try to do too many of them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 27, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Ravens 7.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. McCaffrey running up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's go now.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
55 yards.
and the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the kick.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
In motion goes the tight end.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh,
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius.
Let me get that.
And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in halftime.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing for this. I ain't letting out like I did with Fred earlier.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Yeah, I thought bullshit.
In front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy looking to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
That's a gimme.
Everything went their way offensively.
No more.
First half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. After the sack on first down, Jackson, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite...
I actually score.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this
So
across
you call
midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jackson flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on third and 10. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On second down and 4, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On
first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
They go play action here. Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. He's got it. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
DC.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Jackson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And boy,
Nah, bro, I really thought I had got the ball, though. I ain't know you had got the ball.
Incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one.
No, I thought I had the ball.
If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because